I had this video idea sitting on my notebook to make for since I made my channel basically. I think at one point this was supposed to be my first video ever. So I thought I would just make it right now because I will get to some part 5 stuff later on to this week and next week as well. So I really want to make it right now so we finish this era. So here we go. Ultimate Cars. The main villain of Battle Tendency Part 2. It's amazing how much we gone through after Cars and how much Cars impacted the series and how much we forget about Cars and how strong he is. Even though we get introduced to stronger concept than just Hamon or fighting as a whole, we get introduced to stands, it still fascinates me to think that they are just like really low number of characters that can go on pair with Cars, and they are just like 10 characters I can think of that can potentially defeat Cars, and from those 10 characters I can only come with a 5 characters list that can even come close to defeating Cars. Yes, Cars, even though he was the main antagonist of part 2 and we gone through a lot after part 2, there is still a dominance in power shown by the main villain of part 2, and that is Cars, or better say Ultimate Cars, which is the one we're using for this video. I am sure everyone knows how strong is Cars because this video isn't to measure his strength in the series compared to other characters and measure how powerful he is in JoJo, but he is one of the strongest characters in the series. This comes because of his amazing potential to grow as he learns more about himself when being Ultimate. This comes because Ultimate is a very strong word, and as we know, as for Earth per se, Cars is pretty much invincible. And yes, he's one of the smartest characters, if not the smartest character in JoJo in terms of traditional smart, aka IQ. So in every sense of being powerful, smart, and just being dominant against everyone he goes through, Cars is there. And is always there because Cars is one of the most powerful characters in the series. So yeah, I'm gonna make 5 characters who can defeat Cars. I've got 2 rules for this video. The first one is that Cars doesn't have a stand, because I know someone is gonna say in the comments, but what if Cars can see stands? What if Cars can make his own stand throughout the fight? No, Cars doesn't have a stand. It's never confirmed he can get a stand, it's never confirmed he can't get a stand, but it's never confirmed otherwise, so it's only fair to say that he doesn't. Also, the second rule is that Joseph will not be in this list because he did what he did. We all should praise Joseph for what he did. Shout out to Joseph Joestar. Okay, so let's get into the list. Rohan Kishibe. The mangaka from Diamond is unbreakable. I mean, being very powerful and being the ultimate form is one thing, but writing your reality and writing on other people's realities is something else. Rohan Kishibe with his power Heaven's Door can defeat Cars. So yeah, this is pretty simple to explain. Rohan goes up to Cars and basically opens his Heaven's Door. Since Cars can't see stand because he's in the stand user himself, or since Cars can't really approach the situation from a stand user's perspective, he will just be defeated by it. He will just write on Cars whatever the situation is needed. For example, he can write on Cars that Cars will not attack any creature ever again, or he can write on Cars that Cars will self-destruct, or he can write on Cars and far is going that he will listen to everything what Rohan says, or he can say on Cars that he will be Rohan's friend. Maybe that's a new OVA or something. So every single situation given, Rohan Kishibe has this. The only time that Rohan loses to Cars is if Cars directly attacks Rohan and doesn't let him to do something, which a lot of people will argue that that is the case, but this video as a whole is potentially arguing, so speculating. So let's say that Rohan goes up to Cars immediately loses, but also the other side of the argument is that Cars can directly just kill Rohan before he makes a move, because Cars can do that, and that can work as well for Cars. But I will argue that 8 times out of 10 Rohan got this, because I don't see Cars immediately attacking someone that goes up to him, especially in the position that he is, the ultimate life form. So yeah, GG to Rohan, at least sometimes. Okay, let's go to a more convenient one, a more trending one. My boy, or better say our boy, from the part 5, Giorno Giovanna. Giorno is an arguably the strongest JoJo, and this doesn't come because he is fabulous, or he is interesting, Or he is... Okay, I'm just gonna stop. He is the strongest JoJo because of Golden Experience Requiem. No matter what Cars does, no matter what Cars can do, no matter how strong he is, even if he sees stands, let's argue that he even has a stand, Golden Experience Requiem wins. Yes, quite convenient, isn't it? Thank you, Araki, I love you. Golden Experience Requiem is God. I mean, there is nothing that Cars can do to defeat Giorno. Yes, I said that. Cars will just be looping on death. And yeah, I'm just going around Golden Experience Requiem and just referencing his abilities instead of just actually explaining what he does, because I know I have some anime only on this and don't want to get spoiled. So Giorno's strongest character in JoJo. Cars can be defeated easily by Giorno. Also, I love Araki. That's all you need to know.
I just want to see a shot of Cars actually dying like 1,000 times in a loop. That'd be actually really cool. Please make that into a special. David Production or Araki, I love you both. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have my man, the myth, the legend, Enrico Pucci. I'm not gonna explain anything about this. I'm just gonna say Made in Heaven obliterates Cars. Bye. That's all you need to know. Made in Heaven defeats Cars. That's just like facts. Okay, let's go into the next one. And yes, I actually just skipped that. I don't want to talk about it because it's not only major spoilers, but it also is just not fun for Cars. And I like Cars, so Made in Heaven can just defeat Cars. That's all. Bye! Next up, we have Funny Valentine. Funny Valentine is arguably one of the best villains in JoJo. That doesn't have to do anything with his strength, but it has to do with his stand. 30 D's done dirt cheap, D4C. One of the most interesting stands in all of JoJo, and one of the most interesting abilities in all of manga, I would say. 30 D's done dirt cheap can defeat Cars. So by that, Ultimate Cars will be defeated by Funny Valentine, the President of the United States. I will just say this. This fight might actually be quite interesting to see. I mean, not really, I'm just joking. This will be just an endless loop of Cars trying to go to Valentine and Valentine just coming back. Cars goes again, Valentine comes back. Cars goes again, Valentine comes back. Cars goes again, Valentine goes back. If you want to make just even more interesting, I can just throw Funny Valentine and Love Train into it. So yeah, not only having the ability to go through infinite realities, infinite universes, infinite parallel universes, but also have the ability to have luck in your side. Yes, so Cars will just be obliterated. There is just nothing to say. GG. I mean, if you want to make this even more interesting, we can get Funny Valentine to get another Cars from another universe and throw him to the main universe so the two Carses can clash and just like boom, done. I honestly would like to see that, you know, that's an actually interesting concept. So yeah, without even an word being spoken, Funny Valentine obliterates Cars because Funny Valentine is broken and his ability Dirty D's done dirt cheap is broken. And like I said, we can make it even more interesting and throw Love Train into it, but I don't see the reason why. But yeah, why not? We can throw Love Train into it. It will just be even more brutal. Just Cars trying to attack Funny Valentine and Funny Valentine is just there like, yeah, have a nice one, bro. And Cars just throw a punch, Cars just throw something, or Cars can throw everything because he's ultimate, and Funny Valentine is just like, yeah, that attack is gonna go the other side of the world. I mean, as much as I want these fights to be like hypothetically fun to talk about, they're really not, because this is just like one-sided and a not really fun debate to have. So yeah, like I said, Funny Valentine can defeat Ultimate Cars. Funny Valentine is one of the strongest characters in all of JoJo, and 30 D's Thundership is broken as F. Okay, so now we go to the last place, or the fifth character into this list, and that is the main JoJo. Yeah, we got two main JoJos now. I'm sure pretty much everyone who reads the manga knows what I'm gonna say right now, and that is Johnny Joestar. I was thinking about this for a while. I actually had this debate with one of my friends, but yeah, Dusk Act 4 is pretty much undefeatable. You're just gonna spin forever. If you're ultimate, that's you, bro. I mean, sure, you can regenerate, you can, what can even Cars do? Yeah, whatever Cars does, it's just gonna be spinning forever. Have a nice one, bro. That's still sad though. No matter what you do, you're just gonna keep spinning. I mean, Cars can just like burl up like another ability like D4C and bring like another Diego into the main universe just so we can see another fight. Oh wait, that already happened. Okay, that's pretty much it. Cars is very strong, like really strong. Stronger than me for a fact. But still, that's not really impressive to say. Cars can be defeated by those 5 characters. If you say that one of the characters I listed down is wrong or shouldn't be there, please leave it in the comments below so I can see why you think that. That's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I would like to see more discussions on characters you can think that can beat cars that isn't in this video already. Follow me on Twitter if you don't, that's where the memes goes along. That's pretty much it. Have a nice one. Bye.
We go back, we relax, hentai in the back. On the low, counting racks, I run in a pack. They show JoJo, she don't know, I don't love them back. Oh no no, what are those? Potions in my lap. We go back.